Hi, it's Vic. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how I created this card using uniquely creative products. I'm using the spring stamp set, and I wanted to create a card that looks like you've spent loads of time on it, but actually, other than the colouring, it's very simple to put together. So I'm just stamping out my images. I've got Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and then I've got Copic friendly paper, and then I'm also using my Copics, and I will list all the Copics down below in the description box if you want to use the same colours as me. I'm not going to show you all the images I coloured. I'm just showing you how I coloured up the bears just because they're the main image on my card today. And I'm not obviously using all the images I've stamped up. When I get my uniquely creative kit, I tend to just stamp up all the images and colour them at the same time. And then I've also got the coordinating dies that go with the images, and if you have the kit, these are an extra add-on, but they are so worth it because it saves you so much time when it comes to cutting out your images. So my images are all coloured. I'm going to go ahead and place the dies over them. Always secure them down using some washi tape, and this is just to prevent them slipping in my die cutting machine. So they're ready to go ahead and be die cut. Once I've die cut all my images, I'm then going to be making my actual card. So I have the Stitched Arches die, and these are a new die, and they are also an add-on, and I also have some pattern paper that's included in the kit. And then I've got a piece of light pink card, so I'm just going ahead and just trimming around that die because I will run that through my die cutting machine. Just going to secure this one down with a little bit of washi tape just so it doesn't slip in my machine. And then once that's die cut, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to save that middle piece for another card, but I'm going to flip this over, and then I'm adding some foam pads to the back of this just to give it some dimension. I wanted to have like a window card, but one that had dimension, so that's why I've used the foam pads to give it a bit more of a 3D look. You can obviously use PVA glue if you don't want to go for like a 3D look, which is fine. So for the little carts, I've got PVA glue because this one is actually going to be placed straight onto the pattern piece of paper. However, all my other images are going to be popped up using 3D foam pads. So I've added the foam pads to my images, and then I'm just figuring out where I want to place them onto my card, and I'm just making sure that they're nice and secure. And then once all my little images have been placed down, I have some laser cut which comes in your uniquely kit. So I went for the Big Hugs laser cut sentiment. I coloured it in with some pink Copics that come out quite bright, and I did end up changing this because even though it looks nice, I just wanted something a bit more that wasn't as bright. I've got this sentiment sheet that comes in your kit, and I'm also using the cut apart sentiments die. You just line this up with that little grey part at the top, and it die cuts your sentiments perfectly. And you get these in every uniquely creative kit, so you always have your sentiments, and there's tons, so you can use them for so many cards. And I love the sayings on them because a lot of the time they're sayings that you wouldn't necessarily think of. So for my flowers, I've got some Distress Oxide ink. I'm just going to go ahead and ink these up, and then I'll be adhering these down onto my card using PVA glue. I still have that Big Hug sentiment there that you can see, which I did remove, and I'll just save that for another card. So I'm going to pop this onto my card base just using some double-sided tape to adhere this down, and then I'm just going to pick up the card front and just gently place that on top. And now I'm going to come in with the other laser cut which says smile, and I didn't colour this, I just left it as it was because I just thought it looks quite pretty plain. And then I've changed the sentiment for thanks for making every day better, so I've popped that up on some foam pads. And then to adhere my laser cut flowers, I've just popped a bit of PVA glue onto them, and then this is the finished card. So if you do have the kit, this will be quite a simple card for you to make. Other than the colouring, like I said, that will take a little bit of time, but I hope you feel inspired to make this card, and thank you so much for watching.